My name is Andrea, and I was enlightened, convicted, and empowered by reading the book Shut the Hell Up. When I first heard the title Shut the Hell Up, I was excited. I was thinking, this is exactly what I need to be able to shut the power of hell up in my life. And it was right on time when I got the opportunity to read it. I was surprised most by the fact of every chapter that I've read, there was something in there that I was either convicted by or challenged by or an opportunity to change. It really shifted my perspective, too, on transformation, right? What my part is and what God's part is. Ooh. Anything that I read that I'll probably remember for the rest of my life, I think the illustration of the delicate dance, right? That it's God leading and us following. That's his part and my part. And that I can't experience true transformation apart from God. That is life-changing. I've been trying to do it myself my whole life. And it's really not transformation unless he's leading and I'm following. I would agree that it's true that people should take a selfie before they start the book, and that when they finish, they will not be the same. And probably every time you read the book, I've had the opportunity to read it again. And I think every time I read it, something else hits me a different way or something else stands out so that I have an opportunity to let God change me. Yes, absolutely. It is deep and rich. And I think even the second time reading it, I'm like, there's still more I could go back and uncover. Pulling from God's words to the step-by-step instructions. Really, there's no way you could apply everything in that book after reading it one time. You got to pick something, figure out what you can apply, and then go back again and figure out, okay, now how do I build upon what I leveraged the first time reading it? It has helped my relationship with God. It has reinvigorated my desire to want to get into God's word and spend time with him. So it's like any relationship. If you want to, you could keep going on the way things are, right, and be comfortable, or you can press into it, right, and fully commit and not, and really dig into what he has to offer. And I feel like it lit up a desire, almost like rekindled a fire that was burning out. I do think this is an essential book for everyone to read, including Christians. I would say that you are influenced by something. Something is influencing you every day. And this book gives you practical wisdom, step-by-step instructions to recognize destructive deception in our lives. Replace it with the truth and live the call God calls each of us to live. If you don't understand that, this book will challenge you for moving from being complacent to changing, to just really pressing into what God has called us to be as Christians. Some specific sections and passages that really spoke to me or impacted me. The first one is, one cannot stop what one doesn't recognize. And so I was really moved by, there are probably areas in my life where I don't even recognize the lie, recognize something, so how can I stop it? Another one is about transformation. And it was that change begins with a moment. All it takes is one introspective encounter with truth to shake one out of a fog and into life-changing sobriety. All that is required for the cycle of lasting change to initiate is for a person to get one clear glance in the mirror of one's soul, deciding at that moment that there must be more. Change begins with one pregnant moment. This could be your moment. And the last one, I have 3. I like 3s. The last one is really about God's role in the transformation. God can change us, but lasting transformation requires full cooperation and active engagement. So that's God's part changing us, and then our part is full cooperation and active engagement. There's so much in this book. In this book, there were multiple moments, I think, where God convicted me on where I was. I mentioned earlier the fact that I was reinvigorated or refreshed with the desire for God's word. I had quickly realized in reading this book that I had become comfortable. And that reading this book took me out of my comfort zone, which is what I needed to rekindle that relationship that I have with the Lord. That was probably the most impactful moment, is to really challenge when we get comfortable. It's so easy to get comfortable with either what we're telling ourselves or what we're hearing other people say, that we don't slow down. I think you used the acronym STOP in there. And I think that was a really good acronym to talk about how we can just slow down, starting with slowing down to is this voice the voice that I should be listening to, or is it not? Whether it be an external voice or an internal voice. And just realizing the most weighty voice is the one within me. So if I'm not checking myself, I'm probably not checking the people around me. And I had become really comfortable with just what people were saying about me and what I was saying about myself, and not really checking with the Lord to see what he says about me. Are you tired of being sick and tired? Are you tired of just surviving and want to thrive? Are you looking to find out who God really called you to be and what your purpose is? Read this book. See what happens. Open up the opportunity that's within it to find out what's within you.